What would Jesus do? You've heard that question before, haven't you? Or maybe you've seen the little Wwjd. Used to make bracelets and stuffs about it. It was real popular, I think, in that respect, back in the 1990s. But the phrase originally came from the 19th century. Different things happened. Probably most notable was this book published in the late 1800s titled In His Steps. The subtitle was What Would Jesus Do? And it was a fictional story about a man who goes to a town. He goes to a church meeting and he asks this question, and then everybody in town starts figuring out what they ought to do differently. They try to live their lives. It's a great idea to ask that question. It's a terrific question. It's one we ought to ask ourselves all the time. Here's the problem, though. When you don't know much about the Bible, when you don't know much about how Jesus lived, when you don't know the details of the decisions he made and the things he faced, it's real hard to figure out what Jesus would do in your shoes. So what would happen back when this became faddish, when that book that I described came out, people just, the basic story that the book told was one of people doing social justice things, that are popular. So if you're going to ask what would Jesus do, you got to be reading the Bible regularly to figure out what that is.